from Finland, but I've been living first in the UK and for the past 6 years in Bhutan and Myanmar, working for NGOs and intergovernmental organizations.
And I've been working in the field of nature conservation for the past 18 years, mainly in Africa and Asia. We've been together with Annamari in Bhutan and lastly in Myanmar just before we came here to Samahita.
Well, it was actually a recommendation from one of our teachers, but then after that we did a lot of research, we looked at all the different possible yoga teacher trainings, and in the end it was really Samahita that stood out, I think, because of the rigorousness of the approach and the depth of the training, which was really evident from everything that we read, as well as the focus on the pranayama and the philosophy, which I think is important for both of us.
Yeah, I guess the people that we know in the yoga community here in Asia, and most of the arrows were pointing to one direction, and that was Samahita in terms of the teachers, Paul Dalagan and like Ariel, Nash, and the place itself, obviously. And it's just like Annamari said, for us it's really was about improving. Of course, it's great if we can one day also teach yoga, but it was to kind of bring more depth into our own practice, and that's kind of what we understood very quickly talking to people, that in here we are able to learn much more about yoga philosophy, pranayama, meditation, all those aspects that tend to be often missing in yoga as we speak, and it tends to be very much focused on the asanas. They were kind of high, and we're not entirely sure what to expect. I think definitely got more than I could have actually imagined myself. I mean, particularly in terms of finding kind of tools and ways to go deeper in my own practice.
Yeah, well, my teaching skills weren't really there. I've taught other things before, but not yoga or asana, so definitely that's been a new world of exploration. You don't realize how difficult it is, how many things you have to consider when you're leading a class, so that's definitely been a massive development. But I think, you know, maybe you might come to a yoga teacher training expecting that you're going to be like going forward into more crazy positions or something like that, but I think what's been really important has been the level of grounding and depth of understanding into asana, and as well as, of course, the other aspects of the yoga practice, which have been really more transformational. So I think I've learned more in this last month about many aspects of the practice than in my past sort of decade of yoga practice. So yeah, that's been really a key part.
Just a couple of hours ago I felt quite funny before I did my teaching exam. I was just thinking that, my goodness, I've been talking in front of hundreds of people, in front of heads of states, and kind of felt quite comfortable about it. But this morning when we did our teaching exam, there were 3 people on the mat and Paul was sitting next to me and obviously following my performance, and I'm like, damn, I'm really nervous here. But I mean, everything went just fine, and yeah, it's just like Annamari said, you can basically forget about all the other experiences. Teaching yoga and teaching asana is quite different thing, but we've got a lot of tools, and we've got a month to practice this, and the way to teach. Obviously, people and the teachers in here have a lot of experience, so learning from them and putting that into practice, it's been a big deal. And I mean, maybe otherwise breakthroughs, I would say that definitely things like chanting is quite new to me, and really going deeper into that, I felt like I've had some personal breakthroughs in that area for sure. And then also some in pranayama, and kind of what starts to open when you kind of start to do it properly, if you like, which is something that Samahita is a great place to do.
With some work, hopefully teach a little bit of yoga and continue studying. I think we're just at the very beginning of this path.
Absolutely.
Definitely,
absolutely. Yeah. But be prepared to, it's a lot of hard work, but I mean, it's been a pleasure, because I think as students we receive so much, so you actually want to give like 110% out of yourself as well back. It's definitely worth it.